Hello.
Hello.
Welcome in. I think it's Shelly joining. Good to see your name. Anna and I finished up a speedy info sesh. And so you came at a perfect time. We were about to restart and do a fresh recording. So, hello.
Hi, welcome in. Well, we are going to start a new info session right now. And as Mandy was saying, we want to address like all the information that you need to be successful in your application. Well, my name is Ana Torres, and I'm the project manager for the Hashies, and I'm also the lead for the judge panel. And today we have Mandy. Mandy is the director of Social Media Club, and she is also the um, creator of these awards here in California. So,
Yeah. Hello.
Mandy, I was going to say like you need to introduce you.
I'm always so bad about it. So, like Anna said, I am the president of the Social Media Club of Los Angeles. I did not create it. People think that because I've been around so long. But it is a 18-year-old international nonprofit organization, social media club, and the LA chapter has been around nearly as long. I have been a part of it for something like 12 years. So I have been around. And one of the things that we wanted to do when bringing Social Media Club kind of back to life post pandemic was find something that our members needed. I think this is kind of selfish because I'm going through my own business journey, my own career journey. And last year, I did a lot of applying to awards because we were at this sort of middle level of our career and had some things to talk about. And I loved being able to say that I had an award winning company. And because internationally, Social Media Club has an award series called the Hashies that had never come to California, I decided while we get our feet on the ground with doing panels, doing workshops, deciding if anybody even wants to do workshops anymore, an award felt really, really doable. So I know, Anna, I'm kind of running through the whole story. But just like Social Media Club, there's a board of directors of leaders. It is all volunteer run. That is why we've been able to chop the fees. I added up my own awards database where I paid an expert to go find awards, and our average price for applying was $350. The price for Hashies was 100. It's now 150. So we really tried to trim down the cost as much as possible to basically cover our expenses and cover getting the word out to you because we really want folks to win.
Yeah, exactly. That was a lot of info. Timely matter, but the thing that we want to also address here, and I think it's relevant to mention, is that we want to have something that's accessible for everyone, and that it gives the opportunity to recognize the innovation and the hard work of professionals in the industry and receive feedback from other experts that can collaborate and help you to grow, right? So let's move on about what we are gonna um, present here today. It's pretty much what's who can apply, what are the categories that we are having in the hashes, and how you can stand up with your application. And also we are gonna talk about the dates for submissions, and I think that will be the summer of the session. So
Sweet.
Mandy, if you can elaborate about who can participate in this.
Yeah. So it can be anyone who has a team member in California. There's a lot of great brands, a lot of great companies and agencies who might have an HQ elsewhere, but they have a team member present here. We also know that it's not just LA. So Hashi's sometimes is city focused, but there are smaller towns like Fresno and Bakersfield and Sacramento, not that small, and San Francisco, where there are awesome teams. And so we wanted to make sure that this was inclusive and accessible. The thing that was really intimidating about us applying to awards is that they're international oftentimes. So you're competing with people around the world. It really feels like throwing your name into a highly competitive hat, but that is not the case for us. You just need one team member in California, and you can be big or small because we are focusing on results compared to goal. So don't worry if you don't have $1 million in advertising revenue, you can still apply.
Yeah, perfect. So that means that if I'm I don't know, a photographer and I want to apply like because I'm an individual contributor and I'm using LinkedIn and Instagram and well probably TikTok to promote myself, I can apply to each category, right?
Yes. And I'll note, we'll talk about the categories in a moment. I'll note that you could do a couple of things. So you could call yourself a business, right? So, of course, if you're a creator, you're a business. And if you're super proud of specifically your LinkedIn presence, you could apply to our LinkedIn award. And or we have two free applications. One of them is the California Creator of the Year Award, and the other is a Rising Star in Social Media Award. So I'll start with those since we're there already. I see that you pulled up the categories, Anna. So the California Creator of the Year Award is exactly what it sounds like. It's a Creator of the Year. That is going to be public voting. So we're going to be doing a March Madness style creator application, and it's going to be about fans. So who's voting for which creator, right? Surprisingly, I think when we've done these types of contests before, I think it's going to be a smaller creator because they're going to be more excited. But we'll see. You never know. You never know hearing from these creators. So let us know. There is a form for you to apply for California Creator of the Year. The other free award is the Rising Star in Social Media. So if you are, say, early career and you can't apply to be the best business on TikTok, right? But you're doing great work, you can apply as the Rising Star in Social Media. I will also say, please, if you know a rising star, please nominate them. We want to hear about who is awesome, and we won't know unless you tell us. I think those are the folks that aren't noticed, but they're noticed in-house, right? Like I could tell you our rising star in our company right now. And those people don't always get noticed for doing the dirty work, right? They might be doing handmade analytics or finding thousands of influencers, but they did it in a really unique way, or they did a comparables report, or they stayed late at an event. It's hard to be an early worker. It's hard to be a young person in the workplace right now. And so why not give them a little more motivation by helping them win an award? So I know that we need to speak to the other categories, Anna. So I'll read them through. Our first category is the best overall social media presence. So that can be in the full landscape. The next one is the best overall campaign, the best paid campaign. And I'll remind you, this isn't the biggest paid campaign. It's not the biggest presence. It's the best use of video. And then we have a TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn category that are best business and best nonprofit in each. So best business TikTok, best nonprofit TikTok, best business Instagram, best nonprofit Instagram, best business LinkedIn, best nonprofit LinkedIn. And then agencies, best small agency and best large agency. Like we said earlier, the goal is to make it accessible. The goal is that you don't have to have the best overall presence, but maybe if you're leaning into a certain category, a certain platform, then that's something that you want to focus on. We are seeing that people like that category quite a bit because they are leaning hard into growth in one and have a great story to tell about that. So it's something to consider.
Yeah, exactly. And considering that like the evaluation criteria that we had here, It's basically based on the average and like evaluating the initiative, the story, and the information that you submit into the awards, right? And the judges are gonna rank um, these submissions, and they will provide comments. But Mandy, if you want to elaborate more here.
Yeah, so I can speak as a past judge. I will note that nobody on the board is a judge. Nobody on the board is applying. So just so you know, we're keeping that bias out of the picture. But they're going to be judging your results, but you're also going to get an overall score. So maybe if there's something that doesn't come through in the main categories, there's also going to be an overall score. So you'll see more details on the application. I'll note, Anna, you know this made me panic. That in our in our application, there's a drop down. So there's a drop form, and you click the main category. For example, like if you're applying on behalf of an agency or an individual, and then it'll open up the other categories. You choose a category and it'll open up questions that are customized based on that award. So it's going to look like just your name, but there's going to be more questions within the form. So if you're going to look at those in advance, they're what I would consider the very classic questions. We made sure that it's not too long. We wanted to make sure it was accessible. You didn't have to have a huge application team to be able to pull this off. So take a peek at those categories. Those are directly what our judges are going to be judging, and you will be getting their feedback from them. So I'll also say that this is a value from not only the perspective of winning an award or applying. I'll also say that I recommend you use this as a way to write a case study. So this is something that we do internally. We make this deck and then we modify it just a little bit, and magically we have a case study in our hands. But it's also, lastly, a way to get some outside perspective on your work. These judges don't have any stake in you winning or losing. They are giving their time, just like us, to help. So I'll say that this will be something really valuable, some valuable feedback.
Yeah, perfect. And I think that something that you are gonna mention after, but we can like say it right now. It's that it's very important for the judge to understand like what was behind the idea, and in order to do that, like the best way to do it is maybe presenting like in a star format, or even to present like slides so you can back up your submission.
Absolutely. Yeah. Make sure you tell that story.
So now let's talk about the dates. I think this is very exciting because we have some new information here.
Yeah, we've just extended the deadline. Secretly, we were already planning to, but we got a lot of emails from people specifically about approvals that said, "Hey, we're still writing it. Hey, our boss is still reviewing it. Hey, we're still putting together materials." We had a feeling that might happen. It's really common with awards, but we actually extended it even further than we planned to make sure that you get a chance. So our new deadline is March 29th. That's a Friday. So just make sure that you get those applications in. You still have 6 days to get a regular entry cost. So it's $100 for the regular entry, and our last chance price is $150. That is per category. So each category will fall under that price. You can always put in one now and one later if you're thinking about it. And don't forget, Creator Award and Rising Star Award is free.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if you have questions so far, but we also have like an opportunity with a special offer for the people who joins to the info session, and that is that we are giving a $50 discount. And in this session, this is the code that you can use. And if you apply it, you will have a discount in your submission. I think that's pretty much all the information about the hashes for today. If you have, oh, Mandy, you want to say something?
Yeah, I'll throw in what we win too. So I'll note that there will be a party. There's going to be a celebration for winners. I wanted to make sure I threw that out there. You'll get to hang out with us. You'll get to hang out with the volunteers. That's going to be in LA. It's going to be the Thursday before social media day. I'm going to get it wrong, so I'm not going to say it. But that will also be happening. So I look forward to that. Once you find out that you're a winner, then we'll be sending you a heads up, planning on a Friday, giving you all of the digital materials that you can use to announce your win. And at that time, we're going to ask if you're available to come to the event so that you can RSVP. So anyone who's a winner there will be invited to that, as well as getting all those digital materials, put it in on your website, put it in your signature, put it in your bragging rights, and a special present that we haven't announced yet because we want it to be a surprise.
Perfect, yes. I don't know if you have questions, that this is the moment that we can answer. I think it's very valuable that you are here, and you can express your thoughts about.
And we've got, this is a recording. So if you're out there watching the recording, feel free to get in touch with us. The contact email is on the website. You can DM us. Don't forget, we're volunteers. Might take us a second, but we're generally getting back to people pretty quickly. So just reach out if you've got questions. We're happy to answer them. I think we can wrap it up, Anna. Thanks for the folks that are here. Thanks for the folks watching the recording. Please apply. Don't have imposter syndrome. This is a small award. It's a new award. That just means automatically that you have a great chance. So put your name in the hat, get celebrated, become an award winner. We're rooting for you. Thanks, everybody.
Everybody.
Bye.